Hey, what's going on, crypto people? It is your boy, the Crypto Siege, with another day in the life and the crazy life that is cryptocurrency. What is good, guys? Hope you guys are having an absolutely awesome morning. Hope you have an even better day. Wanted to hop on here real quick and talk a little bit about the big hype kind of going on in the Xrp community about a video or two that Crypto Bird Dog did about the Comex Rule 589 and some information that is that she received from the CME group and apparently an executive order of some sort. And so obviously the news was that there was going to be a re-evaluation, if you will, on the algorithms and how that's used for price settlement, and she had mentioned that she thought that it was inevitable that XRP was going to be pegged to gold. Now, a couple of people disagreed. I think Lee from SPQR Media said he didn't believe that whole thing could take place without some type of regulation. Sam I Am to the Lifeboat said that being pegged to gold didn't make any sense. If the cryptofacilities.com website talks about, it mentions something about price fluctuations, I believe, and I think more so than anything, what all of that is about really is the price fluctuation, in my opinion. In other words, a bottom and a top price, so that the powers that be can move forward. It's just understand one thing, and I think this was really important to get the CME group, and this is huge to understand. I did not know this. I just discovered this myself. Is that the CME group, which is kind of all around and involved in this whole thing with Crypto Bird Dog. The CME group was an original investor in the company Ripple, an original investor, right? And once I discovered that, it got me to thinking, why would the CME group, right? And why would the guy Miguel, I think Miguel Villas, came from the CME group to Ripple? Why would the CME group be investing in Ripple, the company? Right? Is it because they're good guys? No, it's not, right? They're not angel investors. They're not, right? They don't like, oh, startup, wow, awesome, yeah, let's give them some money, yeah, great idea, no. Those dudes are about making money, period. They are about making money, and they're not going to invest in Ripple unless that they know they can see 5 and 10 and 15 years from when they invested that money, how they are going to benefit from Ripple's main thing, which we all know is not the software, it's the digital asset that is XRP. Not that the company can make money from selling the software, of course they can, but their main asset is the digital asset that is XRP. So CME Group is not just investing in a company just because. They saw where this was going. They knew perhaps where it was going. That's why they invested. They didn't do it because they're good dudes, right? And so what's CME? What is the CME Group's thing? Well, their thing is the commodities market. That's their thing, right? That's their thing. So it only makes sense that we are at this point today. Remember, they invested early on, so that's 5-6 years ago, because they knew where we were going to be today. And I don't think, Crypto Bird Dog, she seems like I don't know anything about Crypto Bird Dog. I just found out about her when I saw this Comex 589 thing. But she seems like a very sincere person. She speaks in this topic with a certain sense of confidence, a level of conviction that you can't deny it. And I'm not gonna say she says she got some documents from somebody, kind of like an inside deal. For me it makes sense. Now the date obviously was not the date. They changed that date. I believe they changed the date to the 5th of June. And so whatever they're doing, whatever, crypto facilities, CME Group, whoever, whatever this whole Comex 589 rule is that they're going to do, price fluctuation, what was the changing the algorithms of the price settlement, whatever it is, it's going to be for the purpose of a tool or instrument in the commodities market. Bottom line, that's what it's for. Because those dudes are about making money. And this asset that is the greatest digital asset ever created, and they know this is a market that we can make, we can put another tool or instrument above that digital asset XRP, just like they do with anything else, just like they do with gold, just like what they do with oil. The CME Group knows that. So she's saying that this thing came from the CME Group, and if once you understand and you get that the CME Group was an original investor in Ripple, you just got to think, why would the CME Group invest in Ripple? That's not their thing. Is not distributed ledger technology. That's not the space that CME Group plays in, right? You gotta think about that. They knew they knew we were going to be here today. They knew we were going to be here in 2019 talking about this. That's why. Whether it's 2019 or 2021, whether it's 2021 or 2025, the CME Group knew we were going to be having a discussion. They knew that this was going to take place. Otherwise, they wouldn't have invested in the company. The investment is just so that they can, so they can gently nudge, into this direction. And I think, we got the whole thing going on June 20th, I believe, with the G20 thing. And I believe the 20, a week or so after, these people are coming together, these international conglomerates are coming together to determine and put forth and get a guideline, even more so a guideline of international regulations. So the regulations coming, just like Lee from SPQR Media suggested. There's got to be some regulation for that kind of stuff to happen. So it's coming for sure. June 20th, and then I think a week or so later, kind of like maybe, the 20th is the kind of they're getting together and deciding what it's going to be. And then, after that, a week or so, 10 days later, they're going to say, okay, this is what it is. So regulation is internationally, it's coming. World regulation is coming in the June. That's going to happen. So the fact that whoever it is, CME Group, whatever is, or crypto facilities are looking to change the algorithm, and perhaps the Comex rule is going to be about price fluctuation. It all makes sense, because this is where the digital asset space is going to be. It's going to be commodities, and we all know that it's going to suck up all the digital asset space. The digital asset space is going to, in my opinion, suck up all these other asset classes without question, eat them all up. Everything's going to be tied to a digital asset. So it makes sense. Now, the fact that it got postponed, and to me doesn't matter, but I just think, for me, I think the CME Group, original investor in the Ripple company, Crypto Bird Dog gets this info from the CME Group. Like, there's a reason for that. Like, for me, it makes sense. And so, whatever it is that they do, it's going to be involved around the commodities market. That's where digital assets are going. XRP for sure. I mean, that's where it's going, without question. That is where it's going, because that's where the biggest money can be made. You know, derivatives and, you know, the what is that, Forex and all this other kind of stuff. Yeah, that's where it's going for sure. So it makes sense. Now, the price fluctuation for me overall makes the most sense. I don't know anything about an algorithm and how that's going to change things. It made the algorithm, the adjustment to the algorithm is maybe necessary for the price fluctuation. But in either case, here's the thing that I'll say for us as XRP bag holders. You know, whether Crypto Bird Dog was off on the date or not, it doesn't matter. Whether she's exactly right about XRP being pegged to gold or not, it doesn't matter if your bags are full with XRP. If your bags are full with XRP, it makes everything all good. You know, you could make price predictions all you want, be wrong 99.9% of the time. If you got some XRP, if your bags are full, you're good, right? We're good. So it doesn't matter. It's great to talk about it. This stuff, that's awesome. What's even more awesome is the fact that we are in a position where we get this information. We get information early. We get it, before, the powers that be could keep us in the dark. Before it was, it was too late to get, a good price on a great stock of a company, of a great company. Before it was too late for us. Now we get information early. We should be excited about that. Feel blessed about it. Not try to, crap on her and she was wrong. What does all that stuff matter? She took the time and the effort to bring it to the community because she cares. That's what matters. It doesn't matter if the date's off. It doesn't matter if she's 100% right or 20% right. It doesn't matter. If your bags are full of XRP, be excited about the fact that we got this information early. I mean, be excited that we even got access to the information. The average Joe and average Jane has never had that ever in the history of man. And now we have that access and info and, a chance for generational wealth, to create generational wealth. Just be excited about that. Don't lose sight of the big picture. You know what I mean? And, that price fluctuation, for me, it makes the most sense, like I said. A bottom and a top is going to be massive in a lot of ways because you can still trade it. But, and then it keeps the powers that be happy because they know there's this range there. Okay, got this range, 200 to 500. Okay, there's this range. I don't know, $10 to $50, right? There's this range. $10 to $100. There's this range that, money, big money can operate in, right? They can do the futures things and they can do all of that. And that's what they want. That's what they want. And they're coming in, but they're not coming in until they get what they want. You know what I mean? That's the bottom line to that. Just be excited about it, Unless you're planning on trading futures, it's not nothing to work yourself up about. I'm not trading any futures. Yeah, I'm trading my family's future for, right? I'm doing that, right? I'm taking out that old one, putting in a new future, a generational wealth future, right? The first ever in our family. So, and you have an opportunity to do the same thing. So, just be excited about that. Be excited that your bags are full. If they aren't, you might want to look into that. I'm not a financial advisor, but you might want to look into that. So we're blessed, guys. We are 100% blessed. 100% blessed. So, guys, get excited about it. Comex Rule 589. Get excited about SPQR Media. Get excited about Crypto Bird Dog, Brad Kimes, CKJ Crypto News. People who bring it. So we have access to it. Remember that. We were kept in the dark for so long about financial opportunities. That is no longer the case. So I hope you guys are excited about it. Just excited about it as I am. It is awesome. We're blessed. So guys, never ever forget, man. Never ever forget, guys. Old money doesn't want you to win. They don't want us to win. Right? They don't want us to play in the same sandbox that they play in, where we let our money work for us. You know, we're blessed. We are in the midst of the greatest transfer of wealth in the history of man. Are you participating? You know, are you participating? What they do want is they want us to continue to remain a cog in a perpetual wheel of trading our time for dollars. We get to change that. We get to change all that. We are in the midst of the greatest transfer of wealth in the history of man. Are you participating, or are you standing on the sidelines? Here's what I do know. The battle for you has already been fought, and the victory is yours. Go get it. I'll talk to you soon, guys. See ya. Bye.